Today is Monday, October 16th, and this is Citrus TV Now. I'm Peter Elliott. Here are today's top stories. Sunday kicked off Syracuse University's annual Remembrance Week. This year marks the 35th anniversary of the bombing of Pan Am Flight 103. Events are planned throughout the week to remember the 35 SU students who lost their lives. This morning, members of the university community painted stones that will be placed on the Wall of Remembrance during the rose-laying ceremony on Friday. For a full list of all the events this week, visit remembrance.syr.edu/events. Police say 3 men were arrested Sunday night after a kidnapping and attempted robbery on Syracuse's north side. Officers say the victim approached them after 8:30 on Sunday night and claimed one of the men tried to rob him with a knife. The victim's 32-year-old brother was being held captive by the 2 other men on East Laurel Street. The men were all charged with first-degree kidnapping, first-degree robbery and burglary, and third-degree criminal possession of a weapon. And on Sunday, residents in the area of Solvay were sent into a shelter-in-place notice after a fire started in 2 large dumpsters. The fire started outside a building at Chemtrade near the state fairgrounds. Fire officials say the product burning in the dumpsters was sodium nitrite. Solvay PD issuing a reverse 911 call to warn residents to stay indoors. The shelter-in-place was issued for people to avoid potential hazards in the air from the fire. And U.S. District Tanya Chutkin is issuing a limited gag order on former President Donald Trump in his election interference case. The order bars him from making statements targeting prosecutors, witnesses, and the judge's staff. The trial is set to begin on March 4th of next year. And an update on the war in Israel. A former Israeli hostage negotiator told NBC News' Lester Holt that Israel has a matter of days to free the hostages taken by Hamas. The anticipated ground offensive into Gaza likely ends the possibility of their peaceful release. There are 199 confirmed hostages in Gaza. Gershon Baskin, who negotiated the release of IDF soldier Gilad Shalit in 2011 after 5 years in captivity, says it's a matter of days, probably a week, before the Israeli forces go to Gaza. That's when the window for negotiation closes. There's a very big possibility that a deal doesn't get done. The hope is that some of the captors will desert their posts and leave the hostages. Baskin adding that the Israeli public government, and military's primary goal is to remove Hamas from its ability to govern. That may result in some hostages not being rescued. Well, still ahead here on the Citrus TV Now, a major pharmacy just declared bankruptcy, how it's planning to keep serving its customers. Stick with us.
Your daughter just had her first breakup. Do you A, put yourself in her shoes? B, console her?
Don't worry, sweetie. This is gonna happen a lot.
Or C, find her a new boyfriend?
Nice, single boys. That was weird.
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Welcome back. Rite Aid declared bankruptcy on Sunday. The company plans to sell part of its business as it restructures. Rite Aid will continue to fill prescriptions, and customers will still be able to visit stores or shop online. The company said Sunday that it's going through a process that will help reduce its debt while resolving litigation complaints. Well, Lauren, we were talking today about how it just feels like a Monday outside with it being just gray and gloomy here in Syracuse. Is there any hope for sunshine being on the horizon here in Syracuse?
Well, Peter, you are right. It is a pretty gloomy day out today, and we're seeing about 56 degrees, which is pretty average for this time of year here in Syracuse. The average high is about 60. I don't think we made it quite to 60 today, but we did get pretty close. And as we were saying, very overcast skies today, and I'm not sure if that sun is going to come back later tonight. As we look ahead to tonight, we're going to drop down to about 51 degrees Fahrenheit. We will see just a slight chance of rain as we move into tonight. And then taking a look at our 3-day forecast, Tuesday we're going to be seeing pretty much the same stories today, overcast skies and a high of 58. And then Wednesday and Thursday we are going to warm up just a little bit and maybe start to see that sun. Peter?
Well, we're looking forward to Wednesday and Thursday for sure when it'll start to warm up. Thanks, Lauren. Well, coming up here on News Live at 6, it's been 2 months since bus service to the airport started. Our reporter Zach Richter will detail the impact it has had on the Syracuse community and more. Well, that's all the time we have for you today on Citrus TV Now. For more of the latest, follow us at Citrus TV News on X and Instagram. I'm Peter Elliott. The news continues in an hour with Nicole Ponte and Peyton Spellacy.